So good morning. My name is Gabriela Gonzalez, and my informative speech is on student loans. So, how many of you have taken out a student loan? Okay, so the reason why I chose this topic was because I wanted to know more about why I was curious about how many students have taken them out. So with that being said, I don't pay anything out of pocket, so I wanted to know like the legit number of how many of you guys are taking it out. And so knowing how much the US is helping students get through college will give us a better understanding of why some students are in debt. So my first point is the background information on student loans. So there are two types of student loans, and them being subsidized and unsubsidized. So subsidized loan is when a student saying maybe low income, coming from a low income family, takes a loan out, and the interest on the loan isn't accumulating right as soon as they get it. So maybe like say 6 months later, once they graduate from college, that's when the interest start accumulating. So that's a good type of loan you can get. And a subsidized loan is when the interest start accumulating as soon as you take it out. So the military. So I wanted to inform you guys that the US spends most of its money on the military, and so according to Heidi Moore, the US Finance and Economics editor in the April 3rd, 2013, The Guardian News shows that the amount of student debt owed in the US is $1 trillion, and the number of student loans borrows in the US are 37 million. So, I mean, that's a lot of money. And according to Alexander Kent, an economic database architect, in the newspaper USA Today, he says how $618.7 billion is what the US spends a year on the military. So, FAFSA. Okay, so FAFSA helps mostly the low income family students, FAFSA, it depends on your family's income. So if your family has low income, you get more chances of getting more money for college. And for the people who are middle class, those are the people that are mostly the ones that take out a loan and are struggling to like pay it off. And so okay, so in the year 2015, the federal government spent $69 billion on financial aid programs, and that being FAFSA, the Cal Grant, and the Pell Grant. So in the LA Times newspaper article, The Student Loan Crisis by Sarah Armendali, the middle class, it took the middle class, the middle class students took on more debt than their lower and higher income peers. So so now that we know how the government is helping some students with their tuition, I will complete my speech. So I talked a little bit on student loans and how the background of student loans, and how the U.S. is spending most of the money on the military, and now, okay, so I'll leave you guys with this. So, many middle-class students think twice about attending college due to no government funding, resulting in excessive loans. Why should attending college be such a burden for the middle class to progress in life?